Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our 3.4 swap. I have some great news for you guys. I just got an email today from the toy only swap that our wire harness is finished. It was $490, $400 for the wire harness adapter, $75 cord charge because I didn't send the donors from my 3.0. I sent the donors from the 3.4. So I will have to rip the 3.0 once I take the engine out, and then $15 for the shipping. So $490 for that. I'm hoping that the wire harness will be here next week, and then hopefully I'll have the 3.4 motor into the truck next week too. Today's videos, we're going to be talking about some injectors. So I want to give a big shout out to Injector Master. Injector Master, Wayne is the owner. He's located in Oregon City, Oregon, and I reached out to him. I reached out to Wayne. I was like, hey man, I'm doing a 3.4 swap. I make videos on my swap. I'm making the progress videos. I would love to see if you guys would like to help sponsor my injectors and help clean them out. And he's like, yeah, definitely, man. He'll love to do that. So I sent in my injectors. You guys all know that I put my engine back together, but then I decided to take them out and get the injectors. So I sent in my injector. These injectors has 304,000 miles. Injector Master, they did a full cleaning and everything, and then they sent it back, and today I received them. So this is what it comes in. It has the upper rails. These are the upper rails. They put it in the nice food savers, so it's nicely secure. We'll go ahead and open that real quick. But the nice thing about that is also, shout out to Injector Master. I also asked them to send me a sheet of all the numbers. I'll go ahead and put a screenshot of this at the end so you guys can take a look at it. It shows them doing the leak test. The spray pattern, a couple of the injectors were bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 injectors was having a bad spray pattern. 2 of them were having a fair. And also there's no faulty found, but when they first tested it, it had a sloppy test. And also Wayne, he also sent some video to, I'll also go ahead and post it out. So after they did the cleaning and stuff like that, they did another leak test and all of them passed, and the spray pattern for all of them is now good. You can see that on the bottom. And then they did the leak test and they put looks good. And then the additional notes: no leaks at any time, sloppy spray plus flow first test, cleanup great. So shout out to Wayne at Injector Master. Make sure you guys check them out, and they definitely did an awesome job. Fast turnaround time, definitely for sure, and really excited to see them. So let's go ahead and open these up and take a look at them. Man, these injectors look super amazing. I'm just gonna show you guys a couple of them. Take a look at that. They are super clean. So when I bought this motor, I did take out the few injectors and I replaced this rubber gasket, all the rubber gasket. I replaced the rubber gasket and I installed them back on, but I never did a cleaning on them. And that was the main thing. But man, they smell good, they smell clean. So they come with this rubber thing here. Make sure you take this off. This is just for protection. Ugh, it's pretty stiff in there, holy smoke. Nice. So that's there. That's what it looks like right there. And then they also include the new rubber seals. So these are the rubber seals, really easy to install. I'll show you guys this little step right here. This little rubber seal right here. So you just go ahead and put this on it and slide it over. And when you're installing these onto the fuel rail, this side and this side down to the intake manifold, you want to go ahead and just put a little bit of gas on it. Don't put grease, don't put motor oil. You want to use gas because gas is the proper lubrication. So we're gonna go ahead and get a little maybe like a towel of gas, and we're just going to put some gas on that, and then we'll go ahead and install this. But man, these things look super amazing, super awesome. I think I'm gonna go ahead and save these for my other injectors that I can cover that up with. something else that I want to mention from Injector Master is that they also went and labeled my injectors. So you can see right at the bottom, they slightly scribbled the injector. So they injector 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if it makes a difference to put these in the correct cylinder, but I'm just gonna do it because I mean for some reason they labeled it, but this is what I'm gonna do. So on the 3.4 motor, I'm gonna show you guys what it is. So on the 3.4, if this was the front of the engine, the passenger side, the driver side, you have cylinder 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. Really easy to remember. On the passenger side, you have your odd cylinder. On the driver's side, you have your even. So 2, 4, 6, 1, 3, 5. So we're gonna go ahead and install them in that this particular order. I won't be showing you guys the full process, but if you guys got this far into your engine swap or your maintenance, most likely you guys know how to do it already as far as the fuel injectors. So we're gonna place the injectors, and again, this is the front of the engine. So you have 2, 4, 6, cylinder 1, 3, 5, and we're gonna install in that particular order. Right here is all the parts for it. You can see the injectors, the fuel rail. So the fuel rail sits like that. We'll go ahead and put the injectors in, install the fuel rail, plug everything back up. I have all the injectors installed. I decided to put the injectors into the manifold first, and then I'll go ahead and put the fuel rail on top. The other thing you also want to keep in mind is that these little plastic fuel rail spacer, they can be very fragile. And when I first did the rebuild on this engine, I did went ahead and broke one of these guys, but they're like a couple bucks on the auto shop. So make sure you be careful with them, because if they're old and they haven't ever been changed, the heat and the cycling can also get these very brittle. So we're gonna go ahead and install the fuel rail, and then we'll go from there. Got the fuel rail installed. Everything's nice and snug in there. I don't know what the torque specs on these are, but just go ahead and torque these down. It's really nice and snug. We're gonna go ahead and install the rest of it. Make sure all your coolant hoses are in good condition. Make sure you flip your fuel line to the passenger side, and we'll go ahead and get everything buttoned back up. Guys, that's it for the installation. I didn't show too much, but this is pretty much it. I apologize because my engine is not on the stand right now. So if you guys know Black Yoda Eric, he has the Black Yoda on SAS. He took the engine stand because he got a 3.4 motor and he has a 3.0 in his truck. So now he's looking to do the 3.4 swap on his truck too. So that should be really fun for him this spring, summer coming up. I'll give you guys a quick overview. Just make sure you have everything installed. Everything is nice and snug. This little diagnostic thing, usually it's supposed to face up. You want to go ahead and loosen the bracket and turn it this way so it clears the hood this way. And then also don't forget about this 10 mil. This is a ground wire. You have this hose here that goes up here, fuel return line. This is the fuel return line breather, and the fuel return line is gonna go right here. If you guys watch my other video, I made it like this. Technically, it goes over here and connects to these two guys, and it goes down. But on the 3.0 swap, we're gonna go over here and I take it to the passenger side. Make sure your temp coolant sensor is plugged. Make sure all your stuff is plugged. You have two coolant line. So this coolant line goes to the front side of the throttle bearing, the throttle's body, and then this coolant line here goes to this side right here, and then this bottom one down here, that goes to the IAC. And then you have the TPS plug, so make sure you get that plug in. This bracket here is for the cable, the throttle cable. This right here is for the PCV, and then you can see the other coolant lines right here. So make sure you put those in there nice and snug, and then make sure you get those tension clamp on. Make sure you plug in the IAC. This is the plug for it right here. Next couple days here, I'm gonna go ahead and try to lift this into the back of my truck, so I can take this engine over to my Rodolfo shop, and that's where we're gonna be doing the engine swap. So wish me luck, guys. We're getting super close to our swap. We have our 3.4 wire harness coming in next week, so I'm super excited, guys. Super excited. We got all the parts that we need right now. And then the crossover, I think I didn't tell you guys, but when I installed the crossover, it was hung up on the engine stand. So when I was lifting the engine and I was unbolting the engine stand, it got caught up, and I'll show a picture, and it ripped the flex thing. So I had to send that back to John, and he got that repaired for me for 80 bucks. So I'm not going to install my crossover until I get this engine at the shop, and I'll do that last. And then also I was able to get the pilot bearing out. Make sure you guys watch my other video where I show you guys how to get this out with the nut and a screw. I also went ahead and replaced my rear main seal, And then make sure you install this plate, guys. A lot of people forget this plate. They install their flywheel, and then later on they find out that they forgot this plate here. So make sure you put this plate on first. And it's held by 110 mil. It'll line up with the dowel pins. I'll go ahead and install my flywheel, the clutch, the whole system, and also the crossover once we get to the shop. And that's pretty much it, man. I'm pretty super excited. That's pretty much it. And I'll catch you guys next time. If you guys got any questions, let me know in the comment section. This week here, I got a lot of stuff coming up, so make sure you guys follow the Instagram story, NuttyNu_4x4, and make sure you guys check out Injector Master. Shout out to Wayne over there for cleaning out my injectors. These injectors should be really nice, and I'm super glad that I was able to reach out to his company and have them do this for me. So shout out to them. Make sure you guys check them out, and make sure you guys let him know that NuttyNu sent you guys over. I'll catch you guys next time. If you guys got any questions, drop it in the comment section below. Talk to you guys then.